Yes, I can. What do you,
Oh, sorry. No, I have some trouble with my position. I need to change
okay.
because apparently the connection is not strong enough inside the classroom, and outside it began to rain, so I had to get in, and so now I don't know where to go exactly.
You are a vagabond. And just so you
Let me
know,
see.
I'm recording already, so we're getting all this for prosperity.
Perhaps here. Okay. Let me see if I can stay here a while. There's a lot of noise though. I'm sorry. Shoot.
I can hear rain.
You can hear.
That's not Karen,
Okay,
is it?
let me see. There's no what?
It's not Karen, the hurricane or the tropical storm.
No. Well, no, probably it's early.
Okay.
But I don't know yet what will happen because of the storm. Uh, it's now supposed to get here earlier on Tuesday, that is tomorrow around 8 in the morning, to begin to pass through the island. So this could be the early signs, the rains of today. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get the news, but I don't know if we'll probably cancel classes tomorrow. It will end up that way, I think. I'm not sure.
Again. Is this any
Yeah.
different from previous years, or am I just more attuned to Puerto Rico?
Well, last year it was we had, I think, no warnings, no nothing.
Yeah.
But this year it seems to be a heavier season.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going.
I think I lost you, Antonio. We're waiting for a reconnection. This is what happens when you do live recordings. And Skype is saying reconnecting. There's a poor network connection. If I was writing the software, I might say, no, no, I won't say that. I won't say it. A foul word on the radio. If this is radio. This isn't radio. This is podcast. It's the PR connection. Waiting for Antonio Ventagliato to maybe get reconnected. Maybe he won't. You'd just be stuck with me babbling away, which would be probably the worst podcast ever. So we'll give Antonio.
So hopefully have a better signal now and less crowd.
You
And
sound.
also, yeah, probably I forgot to bring with me my cable for charging the phone. So if you suddenly don't see me anymore, don't be worried.
How can I?
So
How can I not worry, Antonio?
yeah. So how are you?
I'm good. Look how
Great.
frequent we are with our podcasting.
Yeah, look. I mean, it went up, way up, the low frequency.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe we need to create some kind of chart of our frequency.
Right, right. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can keep track of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
and there's
nice.
a. I should play around. There's a thing that Tom Woodward did with a WordPress site where it automatically generates a timeline from post. Oh no! I think we lost you again. There it goes. Nope. I think we're gonna have to maybe try or reschedule. This is the Broken Podcast now. we did a little bit too much celebration there. Again, getting a poor connection from where Antonio is on campus. But we're told not to worry, that it's just the network. Don't worry, he lost his battery. So we'll wait again. I'm going to stop this. Welcome back to the Broken Podcast.
Okay, yeah, the broken podcast is here.
There's been a disruption in our transmission or something like that, whatever they used to say.
Indeed,
Yeah.
one of many.
Well, this is good. We were going to talk about photography, but we're talking about audio, which is quite fine. So
Exactly.
we have emergent topics, if you will.
Yeah, indeed. So my phone, anyhow, it's so hot that
Yeah.
I almost cannot have it in my hands. By now, if it explodes, you will hear. Probably you won't even hear the sound.
Yeah.
So, well,
Be very
that's
safe.
yeah. So, what news about? You were saying about Tom and his timeline program.
Oh, he one of his experiments where he works with accessing WordPress information through its API, and so he's got these scripts. I'll see if I can send it to you. You can basically put a URL into it, and it generates a timeline just by pulling the information from the recent post, and then putting it on a. I think he might be using that timeline JS from Night Labs.
Ah, nice.
But it's kind of a different way to see an archive from a blog.
Sure.
Yeah, because you see the infrequency of posts.
Yeah, I love the kind.
And I think we broke our transmission again. In the middle of a sentence. Quick, save before we disappear again.
Yeah, I mean it's frustrating. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. And my Skype keeps crashing. Next time we'll use WhatsApp. I think it's a better quality of sound.
Maybe I'm kind of partial to my little recorder app, which puts our
That's yeah.
it
True.
puts our tracks in different channels, which
Yeah.
I guess comes out as mono when you listen. Well, we come out of different speakers if I.
Well, it must be my phone. I'm pretty sure of that. In fact, I mean the charge is going down very quickly at each restart
Okay.
of Skype. It keeps sucking energy out of the battery. So
Yeah.
yeah. So well, I had compiled a little list of things that I wanted to talk with you, but I sort of mixed them up in my change of position when I had to withdraw from the rain.
Yes.
So that's a little troubling to find them down. But let's see if I can remember something. Well, in fact, I do remember something. I would like to talk about Fleabag. What do you think about it?
About who?
Fleabag.
Fleabag?
The comedy, yes.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Is that a TV
Well,
show?
Yes, it's a TV show. It's a very nice TV show.
I actually watch almost no television.
Oh well, I watch TV in the sense of series
Yeah.
but I don't have any cable or
Yeah.
antenna whatsoever any longer.
Is that
So-
a Netflix series or something else?
It is on. I don't remember. No, it's on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It's an Amazon.
And we lost Antonio again. Okay, Fleabag.
Okay, Fleabag here calling Earth. Fleabag here calling Earth. Do you hear me?
I'm pretty
Planet Earth.
I'm pretty sure, Antonio, this is the worst podcast we've ever recorded.
Yeah. the most nonsensical too.
Yeah,
It must be.
it's completely.
Poor our listeners.
I
The
know. The amount of complaints that we're gonna get. I just
Yeah,
I'd hate to
I
be in charge of the department that has to read the
please,
reader
please
feedback.
push them all to the proper department. I don't
Yeah,
know what doors will be able to close upon that. Uh,
they might have to pay next month's Amazon bill, which might be 25 cents.
so yeah, it's a really broken. I don't know since I don't realize the moment when the app crashes.
Okay.
So I keep on talking, and I have no idea at what point I got caught. You.
Yeah.
So
Well,
well,
maybe we should cut this for the next one.
well, it's a pity, but I guess yeah, I won't resist much longer, unfortunately.
Well, what can you do with technology and tools?
Indeed,
If you like make it into a crisis every time, you just never get anywhere. So
exactly,
you just
exactly.
shrug or something like that.
So at least we have an anchor to talk about next time about TV or non-TV, and about stories and about Fleabag.
Yeah, maybe we
And
could do that. I wanted, I was game to have a talk about photography too, because
oh yeah, right, right, yes, yes,
it's
that's what.
probably my favorite topic. So
And audio.
yeah, audio too. Yeah.
Yes, you're a very consistent photographer,
Oh,
and yeah.
yeah. It's a little bit of an obsession.
Well, it's a very nice and healthy obsession. So
Oh, good. I'm glad to have a doctor confirm that.
the doctor is in,
The doctor
as
is in.
Lucy said always.
Yes.
So you remember that, by the way?
Oh, of course. That was like one of my favorite shows as a kid.
Indeed, me
Yeah.
too. And it's over. I mean, probably it's not over, but it's not the same. I wouldn't be reading it as I could earlier.
Probably not, but the Lucy working in the candy factory is like an all-time classic.
Mm, yeah,
And I'm
but
pretty I'm pretty sure they ad-libbed a moderate amount on that show.
yeah. Well, I prefer the paper version, the one that came with newspapers and
Oh, okay, okay.
a couple of no more than one page each time, and very very short stories. They were very nice. They were syndicated, by the way. But the first time I saw the word syndication was there.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking Peanuts,
The
right?
Peanuts, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the Peanuts.
Oh, I was talking about I Love Lucy.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
We had a Lucy crossing, which is fun.
yeah, Lucy Grosso. Yes, I was talking about Peanuts.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know I love Lucy until I came here.
Okay.
So I'm of a late bloomer on that. So
Yeah. But yeah, of course, yeah, it's syndication. And I just
yeah.
saw that someone's bringing back the Far Side comic.
Ah, okay.
I saw a splash page holder for that or something.
Well, I loved the Peanuts and then the BC. You remember the BC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they were fabulous stories, and a few others I liked also, but those two were the ones that I followed
Yeah.
uh, religiously. Yes.
I was a Doonesbury junkie.
Oh yeah, I have a friend who loved it,
Yeah.
and I sort of followed it regularly. But I have to be honest, at the time I sort of didn't grasp the meaning of it.
Yeah.
So I was young. I didn't know much about the U.S., so I could not really understand the politics and everything
Yeah.
that
Well,
it brought.
what are some well-known comics from Italy?
Well, yes, I loved a few ones, and but I have to say in fact, I have a post scheduled on comics and on Italian comics
Okay.
soon. So the ones that Jim Groom loves, Diabolic, for instance, was one of my favorite, and others that sort of copied that style. For instance, there was one called Satanic,
Hmm.
and that was very beautiful and gorgeously drawn. And others, for instance, Alan Ford was an Italian comic, beautiful with the style and with the humor.
Right.
Was an odd gang of people of a detective agency, very odd and very
Hmm.
nice. And I mean, there are a few. There was another one that I loved when I was a kid. The author was called Giacovitti with a J, and his style was about drawing stories about the Far West, so Western style stories. And he
Right.
loved drawing salamis and cigarettes and all sort of weird stuff on the ground. So you suddenly found a horse smoking cigarettes or a couple of salami on the ground. It
Right.
was, yeah, it was very nice, very surreal, and I like that. I love that. But I will have to write about it.
Sure.
So sooner
All
than
right.
later.
So see, we came up with a new topic: comics instead of audio or
Comics.
photography.
Yeah, well, but photography, we want to do that, even because I mean I found a very interesting source of inspiration from Instagram. I sort of entered Instagram little by little. Uh, I went out once completely for a number of years, then I came back on it, and I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, we're still on.
Yep.
And
We're
I
still
love
good.
it.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah,
talking.
that's unbelievable. And I love it for the way artists and photographers and many kind of different kind of artists and even I mean poets use it to express themselves.
Sure.
So it's a very interesting thing. I mean, if you can survive the Facebook umbrella,
Yeah.
let's say it that way, you know.
Yeah. It
But
is. Yeah. I almost had a similar arc. I created an account long ago when it first came out, and then I didn't use it, and
mm,
then I don't know. I picked it up about 3 years ago, and yeah, I deal with the same bit of stomach churning over that. I notice on my phone, I don't have a Facebook account, but I see in my cookies that something's generating a lot of
yeah.
cookies for Facebook.
Oh, of course. Well, I do have a Facebook account, but I'm not using it actively. So I enter now and then, but I'm not posting much. So I don't know what to do, in fact,
Well, they
with
they
Facebook.
they track you even if you don't have a
Oh,
Facebook account.
I know. And I count on that. Hello, Facebook.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have an issue with that because from one point of view, I don't like it, but on the other, for instance, I have a couple of friends that I really don't have any other medium to contact them apart from calling them. And Facebook will be very useful from that point of view. But I first, I don't have the time to really browse it, and that's also the lazy me speaking, but it's true.
That's
I
how they
have
get you. They get you to compromise your ethics and morality.
well, perhaps it's so,
Yeah.
and so I don't want to go into that. But
Well, I'm equally guilty. If I'm in Instagram, I'm not necessarily out of the
yeah,
reach of it all, and
yes, indeed.
I readily ignore the ads for things that I've been searching on in Google lately, and it's rather it's rather interesting that Facebook is relying on kind of Google for the ad
Yeah,
connection. So
yeah, of course. Who isn't?
Yeah, and if you look there was a period for about 2 years ago. I was like tracking the sort of where the placement of ads were in your Instagram, and they kept moving upward, and so like they're like every third photo now.
Yeah, it's really unnerving.
And,
Yeah.
and I've read some things that suggesting that Instagram is going to be one of the prime places that entities start trying to manipulate soon.
Oh yeah, I read that
to
too.
influence.
Yes, definitely. Next elections.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
It's very, very. I mean, it's bad.
yeah,
It's bad with all the social networks, but it's probably worse
Yeah.
with those. So I'm not optimistic at all in that front. But I mean, you don't need social networks to have somebody, I mean, spoof to foreign powers about domestic leaders being police spied on.
yeah,
So, I mean, in that case, you don't need Facebook or Instagram to do the bloody job for you.
yeah.
So,
No,
well,
they use it. So what are we
Yeah,
gonna
they
do? We're gonna make media. How about that?
yes. Well, at least you can do memes and other stuff, joking a little bit about that. But
That's about what I do when I get really frustrated with the political situation. I make some kind
Yeah.
of mashup or something like that.
yeah, and that's very, very healthy strategy.
Yeah, or like sometimes like I don't know what happens when I start tweeting things in all caps. It's like someone's overtaking.
Yeah, I see. Yes. Well, that's the Twitter stuff too. I sort of got tired,
Yeah.
so I tweet little now. I'm questioning my use of Paperly bots. I loved it for a long while, and then I don't know. I may shut them down. Uh, they're pretty good, and they help me discover stuff that's interesting. But
Yeah.
I don't know what their purpose really. So I I don't know. I need to think about it and then take some action. So
Yeah. There was another one I used for a while. I think I turned it off. It kind of you connect to it from Twitter, and you get like a daily summary of things that people in your network are tweeting in terms of links. So it kind of helps filter the links out of the Twitter noise.
it's not Scoop It.
No, it's not Scoop It. No, there's another service. I can't remember what it's called.
Mm.
I'll have to find it and send it to you. But hey, well, the podcast is holding.
Yeah, we were uninterrupted for a while now.
Right, and we went all over the place.
Yeah, well, one thing I would like to say before we end this episode is that on Wednesday I have the recording with Terry Green.
Okay,
And
good.
I'm very happy. He invited me, thanks to you, and I'm very happy about it. I will have a plan B in case a broken situation happens again.
Okay.
So, but so I'm all excited about it.
Oh yeah, he's very patient. And
Yeah, that's great.
He's a really good host. You'll have a fun time talking to
I know.
Terry.
That's great.
Right.
Yes. He has a huge schedule
I know.
ahead, also. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like the guy.
Yep. Well, let me know how it goes, and tell him I said
Of
hello.
course, of course. So I just saw your last episode. You just published it 2 days ago. So
Well, yeah, because there was pressure because we
that's
were
great.
going
There
to
was
do this
pressure.
today.
Yeah. So that's great. I'll see if I can get more involved in writing up, summing up this episode, and then
Okay.
you're giving me the audio, or I give you the transcript or something like
Okay,
that.
I'll send it your
Okay.
way.
Okay.
All right, good
Great.
talking to you, Antonio.
Very good talking to you. Let's hope that Karen will only pour some rain, not too much, please.
Right, right. Just
And
enough to water the gardens.
yeah. So have a great time.
Okay, I'll be thinking of you, and I'm watching the news.
Thanks.
All right,
Me too, I have to say.
all right. Take care, Antonio.
Take care, you too, Alan.
Bye.
Great talking to you as always. Bye.